Okay, so welcome everybody. We are here in our not final but uh, very big milestone reached IOTA community treasury governance meeting that we held in this channel every week, nearly every week in since the last 10 months, I think, or longer. Um, we have been talking about the community treasury vote for such a long time that it's kind of a lot of repeating, but finally we are happy to announce that tomorrow you will all be able to participate in the first decentralized decision making for the whole community in IOTA's history. Yeah? So those of you that have been with us along the way, first of all, really amazingly thank you for everyone that took part in this. Um, from the first days in several Discord channels here where we kind of, I mean, you can't count the hours how much we have discussed this topic. It's like endless. Yeah, if you there we if I had I don't know I checked in the a couple of months ago I checked in the channels where we started because we switched several channels before we opened the governance channel here, and if you look through those discussions in the first 4 weeks or something, it it was epic filled the whole Discord server with all kind of stuff, and it continued like
Yeah.
this. A group of, let's say, like a core group formed of 50, 80, 100 people that always joined these meetings, that always took part in these discussions, and step by step everything evolved, and finally we are super happy that we can announce now that tomorrow you will be able to vote. Yeah? Make a decision and either give a signal to the community to continue the path that we've been going and to build something really amazing with those tokens, or to say nope, let's stop it here. Um, don't use them, remove them from the ledger, and do something else with your precious time. These are the two
Yeah.
options. Um, Usually, I have an agenda for this call, but today it's pretty simple, straightforward, and very easy. I actually normally I describe all the voting procedures and what's going on and why and what. Um, but I think it's very clear. Most of the things are published already the in the blog post that was released on Tuesday, and in the blog post before, and on the website and everything. So all the information actually that you need is out there. Um, but I would hope that we can today really use this, and so that you guys and girls and whatever you are can ask some questions if there are still things that are not clear, that need clarification, or any kind of other comments from your sides on this topic. And then I just want to have to say thank you all, and let's get voting tomorrow. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
you know what's
mhm,
interesting right now, Philo, is I just got some sesh
notification.
notifications
Yeah.
saying that the meeting started. So all of a sudden, I think it's 10 minutes delayed, like for
Ah,
some reason. So now all of a sudden people are showing up. I think that maybe the sesh
hello.
thing.
What's going on
Look
with
at
our
that.
dashboard? Look at that. There they are. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I think sesh is like 10 minutes behind because there's so many or something.
That's strange. Maybe there's an issue with the sesh server time or whatever.
Yeah,
Because,
because all of a sudden I got it
yeah.
and look how many people showed up. So yeah,
Lovely.
interesting.
Hello, welcome everybody. We've just started without you, but no problem. We will reverse everything. Everything that has been spoken before is deleted, brains deleted, and yeah. So we get some more people showing up. That that got pinged. Yeah, I just actually didn't say something super special and super fancy. I just thanked everyone that has participated in this whole thing over the last 12 months, and yeah, I am happy that we arrived there. I also have to say thank you to the Firefly team. Um, I know it looked all like very 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 long time that it took now over the last couple of months until the version of Firefly was ready that we needed to vote. Um, but I really can
Cool.
tell you the Firefly team, what they are doing in the background, what stuff they are preparing for the upcoming features, for the upcoming networks, for the upcoming functionalities, smart contracts, tokens, NFTs. It's like so much things going on. And voting was of course important, and there was a team, but and they still have to deliver a mobile thing. So actually, we can be really happy that we finally arrived at this point, and we got a great working version of Firefly, tested flawlessly, executing this vote, and that's the cool thing. Yeah, like I already said in the beginning, Firefly will be released in the next, I don't know, minutes, hours, or something like this. So Charlie is on. Let me check if the build is out or build is running. Um, Not yet, yeah, but you will get a tweet notification pretty soon once the build is ready, and then everybody can update the Firefly version that you hold. You will have the new Firefly version 1.6, and this will include the governance functionality and make it possible for you to vote. Vote will start, as you hopefully know, tomorrow at 2, 2 p.m. Yeah? 2 p.m. German time. Am I not mistaken? Yeah, 2 p.m. Let me check. Let me check.
Yeah.
We have our vote, and yeah, 2 p.m. May the 27th is when you will be able to push the button. Yeah. Um, I'm also happy and can say that it's great to see a lot of community node operators their um, have prepared their nodes to continue to take part in the counting, which is a great sign because this is how it should be. Yeah? It shouldn't be something that is only relying on validation and counting by the IOTA Foundation, which of course will be the main resource that you will see in Firefly because the nodes of Firefly are connected to the IOTA Foundation nodes. But we have a huge amount of community members, sure already over 100 nodes or something like this, that are taking part in the counting, and that will be able to validate all the results that will be the outcome of this vote, and so we can be sure that there has not been any issues or anything, and we will get a clean and clear result in the end, which option is the winning one. Um, I said it before already. Actually, I don't have a big agenda for today. Normally, I'm making a little speech and I explain again how the voting works and the functionalities and all the things. But we have released a blog post, we have released a website where everything is explained. So actually, I would really ask you all to come up with some questions. If there are things that you are still struggling to understand, um, this is your chance to just ask and we will work on it to clarify. I can also showcase stuff like this. I have the website here and everything, and so I would love to explain for everyone if there are still things that are not easy understandable or not clear for everyone. So I really ask you, come on, um, bring me some questions.
Anybody got questions about the process or what's going on? Some of you have jumped in late, so uh, you know, got the vote tomorrow. You guys have any questions about what you need to do to prepare? I just saw this while you were speaking, Philo. Was
Mhm.
Charlie just put out a message says this is can you everybody please can you test this release? It's a mainnet production version, just a few final sanity check before the release.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
So
Was it posted in the beta tester group or in?
it's at everyone. It was at everyone in the
Okay,
test.
okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah, good. Maybe he has. I don't know. He's not sure if it works on all operation systems or something. So let's see. Um, but yeah, the final version will come out today, and you will be able to participate in the
he's
voting.
got a couple little things that needs to fix. It says the staking event is wrong, and there's one other fix to go into the final release version. But just check. You can access the
Ah,
profiles
uh,
and set it to yourself. So still a couple little last minute things there.
okay, cool. The good thing on Charlie is usually this is the time when Charlie normally starts to work. So it's just the beginning of his workday, and he normally works until like five o'clock in the morning. So no worries, he's going to fix stuff. For the rest of you, I hope you have read the blog post. Maybe you had an eye already on our website. I can actually uh, just switch over to it shortly. Um, so this is the IOTA Treasury website. Was built by the Sooniverse team a couple of months ago, where we offer hopefully easy, understandable explanations of what this is all about. Why are we voting? Where are the tokens coming from? Um, how did we arrive in this decision? What was the things that happened over the last years? We have a pretty nice explanation of the technology that is used. So what different phases of the vote we have, what is actually happening in Firefly and what is happening in the node, how is stuff counting, and what options you have, and all the thing is quite good described. Here's also nice little graphics from the community, how the vote will build up, will count over time. So you will build up voting weight over time, and it's quite easy, hopefully, understand what is going on here. And we also have a tutorial. This tutorial is updated to the last versions and the latest screenshots of Firefly. And actually, really, I think it's pretty straightforward. You're gonna click on the little governance icon on the in the sidebar. Um, Always remember you have to, if you want to vote with all your tokens, you have to vote with all the wallets that you have. Yeah, Firefly has changed in the last version, and you have now the wallet switch on the top of the screen. And if you have tokens in different wallets and you want to use all of them, you have to do the voting with in every wallet separately. Maybe really important for everyone to remember that um, voting and staking is not influenced by each other. Yeah, so if you are currently staking, you can issue a vote without having any fear that your staking will get interrupted. Yeah, so this is completely separated systems that don't influence each other. You can, as long as you don't send tokens away or to another address or something, um, nothing will be interrupted. Yeah? Either if you continue to stake, or if you stop staking, or if you stop voting, whatever you do, it's not influenced. Only if you send tokens to another address, or if you receive new tokens, then you can use the merge functionality. And actually, I think it's here. So it's same thing like staking. When you receive new tokens and you want to also use them for staking, you are merging them. And with voting, it's the same. Um, what else? Maybe about the timelines. Timelines again. So tomorrow we are starting with the so-called pre-vote or voting open phase. Yeah? So this is actually from tomorrow on. This will be the screen that you see. Yeah, you will have the community treasury vote. You will see the text. You submit your vote, and then the voting will be in this fast for the next 7 days. Yeah? So from tomorrow on, you have 7 days time to make a decision and to vote. Yeah? We really wanted to have this longer time frame so that everybody, some people, they have a longer holiday now and or whatever. So everyone has really a chance to um, take this seriously. Also read up if you had never heard about what was going on here. Have enough time to get informed, and then you have time from tomorrow Friday till the next Friday, 2 p.m. CEST, to make your opinion and to cast a vote with the tokens that you want to use. And after this, the best thing would be for you to just do nothing, um, because then starts the counting period. The counting period is a 10-day time frame where in this time frame all votes that are happening or that has happened are counted by the nodes, and the counting happens every 10 seconds. When a new milestone arrives in the network, the nodes add new counted votes to your account, and so you will build up voting weight over time. When you will see it like this. You will be in this phase, you will see counting, you will see what you have actively voted, and you will see how many votes you already have achieved. And if you continue to keep everything unchanged in this state, you will see your maximum votes possible. This is coming from the amount of IOTA tokens that you own in this wallet and the time that is left until the counting period ends. Yeah, this is also displayed here. So here it says there's still 5 days and 23 hours left. And in this 5 days, you are able to um, add another couple of billion votes to the ones you have. So at the moment you have a million, and you could, in the end, uh, achieve 5,136 million votes if you just continue to vote. If you stop the vote tomorrow or whatever, you will still have discounted votes. They will count for you, but you will not gain anything more. If you get fresh tokens next week or something, and you want to add them also to your account, you can just merge them, uh, use them to vote, and from the time when you execute the voting, these tokens will also count into your result. What you will also see is all the time you will see the current global result of all votes that have already been counted in the network. Yeah. So the nodes have this information because all the nodes always see every transaction and every address in the network, so they know exactly um, how many votes are casted and counted in a moment. And so Firefly will display this information because we are a public ledger. Yeah, there's no way to hide anything here, and so it's a straightforward way so that you already know how the vote count in the network is. Yeah, so there's nothing to hide here. This is public available information, and so Firefly displays this. Okay. Basically, that's the thing. Yeah, we have some special cases. So if you receive new tokens, you will get, of course, information. You will get the same thing like we have in staking. Yeah, so you get a little notification in Firefly, and you can just um, manage your vote, and you can add new tokens to the vote. You can stop voting. You can again continue to vote. So it's super flexible. You are free to do whatever you like in this vote. There's nothing locked, and this is actually how it works. So basically, really, that's what I wanted to tell everybody. And if there are questions, please let me know what you think.
Wow. Sounds like our monthly or bi-weekly meetings have
Everybody
kept them
is
informed, right? They all
Yeah,
know. That's
everybody
great.
is hopefully satisfied also. I mean, I really we did, Greg, and I see all the usual faces here, Ben and everyone. Um, I really wanted to say that it was absolutely amazing what what has happened in this governance group and in this governance calls over such a long time. Um, I said in the beginning, the amount of work and the amount of resources and the amount of discussions and talks and also disputes and everything that happened over the last 10, 12 months in this process of weekly meetings, of daily chats, of working groups, of all kind of stuff that we did to really figure out what would be the best way, what would be the most secure way, what would be the easiest way, and to build all those things and to give the IOTA community a chance to really decide what should happen with these tokens is just great. Yeah, I think we also grown together as a group. Um, the DAO Pioneer thing happened. Projects. It's like amazing how much cool stuff we have achieved in the last year. Besides all the things that happened around IOTA and that are upcoming now, this was absolutely a pleasure for me to be in this whole thing together with you. Yeah, and I mean, I started as a casual normal guy like all of you, stoopy poopy community member, and just got engaged in this whole thing because I found it pretty interesting um, to have this kind of discussions, especially as I'm not a developer and I can't code all this stuff myself. But I think for most of us, this was a great way of engaging in the project, um, even if we are not able to produce software. Yeah, I think we were able to produce pretty good ideas, and I think we with this project we can leave an ongoing footnote in IOTA's history. Um, Without writing a single line of code, we may be able to change and to do a lot of good stuff for IOTA just with our contribution um, to this whole process of governance here. Yeah? And that's really something that you can all be proud of. Everybody, even if you just attended one meeting or you just made a comment in the chat, all these little pieces came together and all of them count to what is happening now and what is happening tomorrow. And yeah, whatever the outcome of this vote is, I think all of us have learned tremendous amounts of cool new stuff. Yeah, digging into governance was kind of the best thing that we could do. Um,
Mhm.
much more cool stuff will come. We have new networks, we have new governance things. We have Shimmer coming up, where we're gonna have a complete different approach to governance, where the community is gonna be much more involved. Assembly, we're gonna have DAOs, we're gonna have all the cool stuff that we a year ago just thought about. One day, maybe. And actually now we are close to achieving all this, and that's really a cool thing. So from my side, really want to say thank you for all the guys and girls and whatever you are that have been involved in this. It was just really a pleasure. As always, I'm talking too much, so I would really
Yeah,
hope
well, I
that
was going to say that
yeah.
while you've been speaking, though, we've been adding and adding people. So
Hey.
maybe just I'll just say, hey, everybody, that the recap here is votes starts on Friday. Um, if you have any questions about process, procedures, or anything, please bring them up. We're, Philo's here to answer their questions.
Yep.
As far as the wallet goes, I think there's going to be a new version coming out. Final testing was just posted by Charlie, that they're just looking at a couple of things of the once over and one little fix, and then we should see a new
Mm.
wallet that'll be upgraded to like a 1.6 version, I believe.
Yeah.
That we heard, and that'll be required before the vote goes.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah. So the
so
build is actually the job for the build job is running since a couple of minutes. So don't know if this is gonna be the final production release or the test version, but like I said, it's gonna come out in the next couple of minutes, hours, definitely before tomorrow 2 p.m. Um, we're gonna be ready and we're gonna release the final Firefly version. And so then all of you just really update, and also you don't need to be in a rush. Yeah, so you don't need to sit tomorrow at 2 p.m. With the finger on the bottom. You have 7 days time. Yeah, so the next from tomorrow on, the next 7 days, you are free to vote whenever you like. And the only thing is, if you don't do it in the next 7 days and you initiate a vote later than this, which is still possible, you will not be able to achieve the maximum votes that you could have achieved if you did it earlier. So that's the only
So
thing.
you won't get your so you won't get your full voting power because it's a weighted situation. So the earlier you start voting after the 7 days, um, the more uh, weight
Yeah,
your vote has.
yeah. So that's the thing. You have to achieve the most possible votes for yourself. You have to vote in the next 7 days, starting on from Friday. If you do it later, you are still taking part in the decision, and you get still counted votes, but you can't achieve as much as you could have achieved if you did it a little bit earlier. Yeah? So I think 7 days is also a quite reasonable time frame for most of you. Only thing if you would go in holiday now, but still, yeah. So another thing to ask is really bring this into the public. It's really, we have a question. Yes, speak.
Anybody?
Don't be shy. I heard something. Somebody
Yeah,
wanted to
there's
say
somebody
something.
maybe just leaving.
Ah, okay.
I don't
Yes.
have a question,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I just wanted to, thank Philo. I know he's been committed to this for the past 12 or so months. I know you've been here too, G-Man. And I've been in and out. Wish I could have spent more time, but this is a huge contribution. So thank you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Philo's the
that.
man. Yeah, Philo, Antonio. But yeah, it's been.
Ah,
Well,
it's.
yeah, I mean, just to
I.
think
I
about the
take no
vision, right?
credit. I take no credit. It's
Oh,
all fine.
no, I also don't take credit. I was just like the secretary of the community here. Yeah, I just kept the thing running and hosted the meetings and did some protocols and things like this. But actually, most of the things happened out of the group. I just created a space for all of you so that you can grow these ideas and you can contribute all the stuff. And I did all the bureaucratic stuff in the background to.
Let's let's say how it is. You take commitment. You made sure that the wheels kept on turning, and that was actually the most important part. So of course it was a really big community endeavor. So thanks everyone who participated again. And Philo, yes, you might feel like the secretary of the community. I get that feeling. I know that one. But it's also really important to know the secrets and
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
make sure that the
you're,
wheels keep on
going.
going.
That's
Yeah, you're minimizing what you did, Philo. I mean, it's
yeah. I know.
to be able to do this for over a year and starting from scratch, right? And then and getting it going. You invented a lot of this stuff and kept it going, and persistence for a year through all the ups and downs. It's way harder than that. Yeah, so yeah, no,
Yeah,
kudos to you, man.
it was really cool, right? And I mean, in the end, it pulled me into the IOTA Foundation, which is just an amazing journey. And so for me, I'm just super happy that everything turned out now that we are actually now voting and best outcome in the moment. Yeah. Anybody else? Some comments, some contributions, especially some questions. If you really don't be shy. We are really nice guys and girls here. So if you have no idea what we are talking about here and you really came here to figure out what this whole voting thing is about, this is really now your chance to ask questions. Even if you think they are stupid, they are not. It's a complex topic. We've been working really long on this, and we might sound like everything's, but like the things that are part of this vote. It's really, really a complex thing. So if you have a question, please come forward, speak, or you can also write in the chat. Yeah, so if you can write in general or in our governance discussion chat, and somebody can pick it up and we read it and we answer it here. Okay, I can't help you.
Yeah.
What else? Actually, that's the first the first meeting that is kind of, yeah. There's actually
Finishing early.
nothing
Out of content.
nothing else
Yeah.
to say. Yeah. I mean, what
Well, you
else?
can talk about the new
What?
pioneers group.
Yes.
Maybe.
What else is to say? We have another cool stuff happening. Tomorrow we will. Somebody says something. Yes. Somebody has a
No, you're
question.
good.
Yeah. So tomorrow we're gonna also kick off the next DAO Pioneer session. You may have recognized, or some of you know, that we had last year in November our first DAO Pioneer Learning Circle, where we spent over 4 weeks together with the community in daily sessions, and we had a journey to learn actually what DAOs are and what are they good for and how do they work and what can you do with it and what you can't do with it. And it was actually an amazing success. Yeah, this was like the second huge cool thing that happened around governance in the last 10, 12 months. And we had an amazing group. I think we had signed up 460 community members, and we really, I mean, not all of them participated in the meetings, but all of them had access to the channels and to the learning materials and all the things. And we had some amazing projects coming out of this initiative, like the IOTA Content Creator DAO, like the WACMI DAO initiative. Yeah, we have TFT and we have DEPA Pirates, and this like amazingly. I think also we inspired a lot of teams to go in a direction of building a DAO or organizing themselves as a DAO. And tomorrow we're gonna do it again. Yeah, so we have, of course, learned a lot over the last 6 to 8 months since the first course. A lot of things also have changed in the crypto world and in the Web3 world. You know how fast-paced everything is, and things that have been interesting and valid 8 months ago might have changed. So we have redone the course a bit. It's still, of course, based on our materials, but we added a lot of good stuff. We also removed a lot of stuff that was actually really too much, because I think for everybody that participated in the last one, it was a kind of a mind-blowing amount of knowledge that we tried to transfer into the minds of the people that joined. So we stripped it a bit down. We also made it a week shorter, so we're gonna have 3 weeks. Um, During this 3 weeks, so we're gonna start tomorrow with a kickoff session at 3 p.m. same time like now here in the Discord, and also experimental feature. No guarantee that it will really perfectly work, but Antonio and I tested it today. We will also parallel be on a Twitter space, because we wanted to
Oh,
have
wow.
this thing a little bit more open. So what's going to happen? We will be talking in a Twitter space, so everybody can that wants to use it on a mobile phone and especially wants to talk and contribute to the session should join the Twitter space, because only in the Twitter space you are able to talk. And this Twitter space is actually going to be streamed into the IOTA Discord. And parallel, we're also going to show a little presentation or the slides that we usually use here in the IOTA Discord. Yeah, so it's a parallel reality of talking in Twitter and having also the people in Discord. And we'll see how it turns out. It worked today in our test. And so I think it's cool because Twitter is a nice thing to create outreach. to get some people that maybe are not in our Discord or that don't know IOTA so much. And so that's what we're going to do tomorrow. We're also going to hand out the learning materials for the DAO Pioneer for the first week. Yeah, so we have a Google Doc with a lot of information about DAOs that people that want to get into the thing can start reading on it over the weekend and also over the next week. Over the next week, we will host every weekday 2 sessions. One of the sessions is going to be in the American afternoon evening. And the other one is going to be the European evening. So we cover hopefully most time zones. And every Friday, we'll again have this big community meeting at 3 p.m. where both groups come together. Yeah, so we split actually this in 2 groups. We have an American, Asian, and European group. But once a week, we're gonna meet all together to recap what we have learned and to share our experience and to share interesting stuff that has happened during the week. And that's going to happen starting tomorrow. Yes, that's really looking forward to it because it was really an amazing time last time, and we had a lot of fun. Um, and I'm especially looking forward to the contribution of our community members that are actually currently already working in a DAO, working with a DAO, or are on the way of building a DAO because they have now the first-hand experience that none of us actually had in the last session where we actually only feeding on articles and things like this. Now we have real-world experience. We have Sooniverse with voting functionalities. We have the content creator DAOs and several other DAOs that are actually doing and living Web3 and DAO as it best. So I'm really looking forward so that our community can learn from the community and that we get this knowledge transfer into the next generation of people that are interested in governance and Web3 and DAO and all the stuff. So that's going to be hopefully really, really cool. And we're going to start tomorrow and really everyone is invited. You should just check your badge, get your badges channel in Discord, where you can apply for the DAO Pioneer 2022 role, and then you will get access to the DAO Pioneer channel, where all the chats and all the stuff are going to happen. Okay, so got another 10-15 minutes going.
So just to reiterate, people that were in the Pioneers group, like I would have to get a new role, right?
No, we will. I mean, we will. The channels will still be available for everybody. We'll just continue to ping also the old school crew.
Okay, so we'll be grandfathered.
You will be grandfathered. Yes, that's it. Yeah, but for everybody that wants to join new, they will get they will get the new they will get the new role of 2022, and then we're gonna have all together in this new next session. Yeah, and we'll see. Maybe if this Twitter thing works, probably gonna do it in the American session. To do it like this, to do it on Twitter and
I'm
on Discord.
To see if you don't lose your mind.
You should have seen, Antonio. You should have seen the first 15 minutes today, which was really very, very strange, because there's a delay of around 20 seconds between talking on Twitter and getting the thing in Discord. And so if you hear yourself in an echo camber of 20 seconds, it was very strange. But we figured out how to mute everything so it should work actually.
Oh, cool! You figured a way around that, so there's you don't.
Yeah, and you know, Antonio is kind of, he's like, he has all this a wizard of cables and stuff. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And again, if there are some new people have shown up, this is your chance to ask questions. I know I talk a lot, but actually I don't want to. So actually I want to give you the chance to ask questions about the vote, Whatever you feel that you did not yet understand, or yeah, just really ask and we will answer.
Wow.
Ah,
This is the quietest one we've
Qu-
had, I think. Yeah.
You know what would be cool? To be able to give the DAO Pioneers class of 2021 and 2022 some nice badges on Suniverse connected with Discord.
yes. I mean,
That would
we
be
have
nice.
we have our OGs have already a badge in our DAO Pioneer space. Yeah, so the 2021 DAO Pioneers, all of them have a badge already, the OG DAO Pioneer badge. Um, we could leverage this, and we can, of course, give the new ones also badges. And actually, I thought about if ever there will be an a nice designer available in the community that wants to create a really nice NFT or something like this um, for our DAO pioneers as a kind of a Pope thing. Um, this would be amazing. So if you have nothing else to do in your free time and you're a good designer, would be cool if we can get a community NFT for our DAO pioneers as proof of um, proof of being awesome.
Attendance.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Proof of being awesome.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yes, yes, that's the thing. What else?
Proof of staying power.
Proof of stamina holding through 10 to 12 months of continuous governance building. Um, I saw that the Firefly build is still building since 25 minutes. But actually, like I said, the new Firefly version will come out today. Um, Charlie's gonna notify everybody in the Discord, and also the IOTA Twitter account will notify you. Then update your Firefly version, and from tomorrow 2 p.m. Berlin time, you will be able to participate in our nice little vote. Else, what else can I tell you? Is everybody clear with what burn and build actually means? I had some feelings. We had some, not feelings, but I got some the German Telegram group. So sometimes it's maybe not really clear, even if it's very good described in all the documentation, but there's a lot of documentation and a lot of stuff to read. So maybe we also can explain this. Yeah. So actually, what would happen if the community voted for burn? If the community votes for burn, um, the node operators of the IOTA network would have to come together to a new version of the IOTA ledger of the protocol that will remove the amount of tokens, 50 something TI, out of the supply of IOTA tokens. Yeah, so the actually the total supply would be reduced. The max supply, yeah, so the 2.779 trillion IOTAs will stay, but the actually available or circulating supply will be reduced on around 1.8%. Yeah, so these tokens will be really destroyed, not just sent to a burn address without a private key or something like it's done in some protocols. They will really be removed from the supply by a move of the node operators. So they will be gone forever and no chance to whatever move get them back again. The other option for build would mean that in a moment nothing will happen with those tokens, because build would mean to give these tokens to the community, and because we don't have a technical option in the moment how the community can control these amount of tokens, because still they would be on a seat, and Please mute yourself if you are opening your Thoralf. Thoralf, mute yourself.
Yeah, he muted. Yeah.
He was actually, this was Vatertag. He was opening a beer bottle or something in the back. Sounded like that. No. Yeah, so actually, what means build? Build means the community needs to design a technical solution that makes it possible for the community to control what happens with these tokens. So this means the tokens will sit on an address, and this address needs to be controlled by a smart contract, because a smart contract is the only thing that can that can act on behalf of votes or on decisions of a, a big group. Otherwise, you would have to give these tokens to somebody, yeah, Thomas or anyone, and then the community would have to trust that this person is doing the right thing with those tokens and not running away, booking a flight to Dubai and disappears. Yeah. So what we need are smart contracts on the IOTA mainnet, which will be coming with assembly. Yeah. And once we have smart contracts on the IOTA mainnet, we can use a smart contract, and there are a lot of good smart contracts out there that are proven to work over the last years in many projects that take care of such a treasury. Yeah? So there's a smart contract that controls those tokens, and spending of those tokens can only happen if certain conditions that are coded into the smart contracts are fulfilled. This could be act on a vote of all token holders. There can also be conditions encoded that only a certain amount of tokens can be spent, that there is a limit, whatever. This can also be held in a multi-signature wallet. Yeah, so the community could also decide to say, okay, we don't need a full DAO structure. We just define 15 people, 20 people, and they have a shared private key in a multi-sig wallet, and they control those tokens. So all of this is actually on the table, and over the next couple of months, until smart contracts are available on the IOTA mainnet, the community would need to come together and design this system, technically build this system, and then um, test this system, of course, before such a big amount of tokens would be possible to transfer. And if everything this works, we would also then very likely have several votes along the way where we're gonna ask the community, okay, do you want to go this way or that way? And in the end, there will be definitely one big community vote that the community accepts the delivered system as the new um, controlling mechanism of these tokens. And then the node operators would have to do another option. So they would have to come together and update the IOTA ledger to a version where these tokens sit in the address that is controlled by the governance smart contract. And from this point on, the tokens will exist in the network, and the community can use the developed governance system to come together and decide whatever they want to do with those tokens. Yeah? They're gonna give them to whatever, to somebody, to Thomas, to create 10 years of more podcasts. Doesn't matter. The community can come up. They can propose ideas. What should happen to those with those tokens? For what should they be spent? Who should be supported with it? What can the community build with it? Yeah. What does the community need? What features? What applications does the community want to see in the network? They can find somebody that is able and qualified to do this. And with a clever developed system, the community can then start spending this money and become its own entity in the IOTA network that can spend funds to projects and support whatever they like to do. Yeah? So this is the option for build. You as voters have to decide what should happen. Yeah? In the end, it's up to the token holders to decide which of those options are the ones they want. And We will see it in 17 days when we have the result, and then we're going to continue or stop the work in this governance group. And but actually, we're not going to stop because we anyway going to have treasuries in assembly and wherever, maybe possibly in Shimmer. So nothing of the work that has been done over the last couple of months is going to be lost, even if we will vote for burn, because definitely we will have DAOs, we will have treasuries for the community here. So all of this can be reused. Yeah. So questions on this, or is everybody happy today and going, hopefully kicking off the vote tomorrow?
There is one in the IOTA DAO Pioneers channel, which is, would a burn mean that's a fork as well? Question mark.
Yes. Yes. Both options are technically hard forks. Yeah. So build or burn will require all the node operators to do a hard fork. Um, so this will be needs to be a very good coordinated action of all the node operators, all the exchanges, everyone will have to update the IOTA node software and the ledger. So both options are similar influential um, on on the network, and both require, technically spoken, a hard fork. Yes.
So what the nodes will do, will upgrade their software version, download a snapshot, right?
Yep. Yep. And implement this.
And validate the snapshot and then restart with.
Yeah. And the new snapshot either um, states that this token amount is then minted on a new address, the address that is controlled by the smart contract, or that the tokens that are currently sitting together with all unmigrated tokens in a pool that is like, say, between the legacy network and the Chrysalis network, um, and for burn they will be removed out of this pool. So the amount of tokens in this unmigrated um, Chrysalis tokens will be removed, will be reduced. And if it's built, they will be migrated out of this unmigrated token pool into the new address that is held by the community governance uh, potential DAO, or whatever the community decides should steward these tokens.
Would it be an
Wow,
EVM Solidity
Hmm?
or WASM smart contract that's holding the funds?
If you ask me, I would very likely think that proven and many years tested EVM Solidity contracts will very likely be used for this. I mean, we also have great people in the IOTA Foundation like Eric Hopp. Eric could, of course, code an amazing governance contract, but things like this need to be audited extensively. And the best thing in smart contracts and in all DLT networks is years of practice and years of proven bug-free running code. And so there are a couple of very well and good developed governance treasury contracts out there, like the compound governor. Open Zeppelin has a great governance, and actually all the big treasuries are relying on those contracts because they are the best battle tested. But I mean, that's up to the community. That's up also to community teams and developers to propose the best way to do this. These contracts would very likely anyway need to be adjusted or adopted in certain small fields. So anything anyway needs to be really toughly audited before it can be implemented on IOTA with such a huge amount of tokens. But from my perspective, technically, the cleverest way would be to use something that is already out there and that is battle tested and has proven over the last years that it's not buggy or not insecure to use.
Yeah, the auditing part is big, so.
The auditing is big, it's expensive, it takes a lot of time, and we really see, if you look on the other projects out there, I mean, if you have only 50K, whatever, that you can build strange stuff, but we also see in DeFi that a lot of those that go the custom route and build their own little versions and implement changes here and there, and then they just go with the flow, and then there is a government draining a treasury of this size with an attack or with a bug that is that's not nice. That's the IOTA community won't be happy if things like this happen. So my opinion is we should go with best proven and bullet tested um, stuff that is out there um, to secure. Yeah, so that's actually the contract that really holds the funds. The system around that, like proposal, stuff like this, that is actually interacting with this governance contract that controls tokens, this, of course, um, can also be customized or made by a community team. Yeah, so I would love to see some of our teams that are working with smart contracts already um, propose, if they have time and skills to build, um, even better. Yeah, but that's stuff that really needs to be discussed on the dev and engineering side, and um, really need to be looked into what would be the safest and best working solutions out there.
Well, we're 7:03, or at least 1 hour and 3 minutes. So.
Wait, who would have thought this? Okay, so the Ubuntu build is ready. So Linux people, um, if you know where to look, you could already.
No, don't use that build. There's a new one.
There's already a new one. Okay, okay. Don't listen to me. Yeah. So, like I said, Firefly is in the making. What else can I say? I'm really happy that we arrived here. I really thanks for all of you. Thanks for Greg for being partner in crime in this every meeting together with Greg, um, keeping the vibe and making
Yeah.
everyone happy here. Yeah, so if you don't have any more questions, my friends, I'll let you go into Father's Day or whatever is planned for the rest of your day. Have a good time. Have a nice weekend. Yeah, you like I said, you don't need to sit with the finger on the button on your Firefly wallet tomorrow at 2. You have 7 days to cast your vote whenever you like. And then we will see the votes and the counts rolling in and getting more and more every day. And we will have a clear view and a clear picture after a couple of days, I think, in which direction the community swings in their mood. And yeah, then we will be looking forward to the outcome of this vote in 17 days. Until then, we continue gonna to do meetings. Yeah, like I said, if you're interested in DAOs and if you really want to figure out what's going on with all this stuff, hop into our DAO Pioneer circle that will start tomorrow. We will have 3 intensive weeks here in the Discord and hopefully also in Twitter space. You can learn a lot. You can meet a lot of cool new people. We also try to be a little bit more interactive, do some project work. We already have some great suggestions from the community, what we could do together as a little project in the DAO Pioneer uh, um, round. So we actually would love to produce even an outcome, or not a product, but a little project that we might be able to kick off and even finish in the next 3 weeks. So there's a lot of interesting stuff around governance happening in IOTA, in Shimmer, and in assembly. So yeah, the best thing is to get informed and to start looking into the rabbit hole of Web3, DAO, and all this crazy stuff that is out there. It's a super, super interesting field. There's so much amazing people out there. We have also made great connections with other projects. Yeah, so we're gonna very likely bring in the guys from Bankless DAO that are working together with some of our teams already into one or more of those sections, so they can share their experience doing all this stuff since many, many years. So there's a lot of cool things happening in the next couple of weeks. And if you want to join the DAO Pioneers, get your Discord role, and then you can have access to our channel here. And we're going to post when we're going to have the meetings. And yeah, good times ahead for everyone. Yeah. Don't look.
And RSVP in the events channel.
Yes, we have our little sesh bot. So just click your participation, then you will get the notifications when the meetings will happen, so you don't miss stuff. Yeah. But also, we very likely gonna record most of the meetings. So we have a great little resource database then and have them on the YouTube playlist, so that even if you miss a couple of them, nothing is lost. You can rewatch that. With this, I hope all of you have already made up their mind what they're going to vote tomorrow on. Yeah, I don't tell you what to do. I just tell you do it. Yeah, vote. Don't stand on the sidelines. If you have friends that have IOTA tokens, yeah, install. Let them update their Firefly wallet and push a couple of buttons. The more people and the more tokens we get to vote, the better it is and the better it looks for the outcome. Yeah, so that the whole community has really made a strong decision in this direction. So yeah, thanks a lot for everyone to showing up for today. Like I said, have a good weekend. Thanks everybody
Thanks,
that has been with us on this journey. I'm happy. I'm going to vote tomorrow and see you around very soon.
All right. Catch you guys later. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Bye bye.